Hello, this is Robert Guillaume. Thank you for joining me on Your Money, Manage It. I will be discussing principles that will empower you to manage your finances made easy. Hello. The last 3 episodes, we have been discussing the topic avoiding the college debt trap, and we will continue that topic today as the final process in 4 episodes covering that subject. If attending a college or university is necessary for your career goals, then it's very important that you consider options that will allow you to avoid a high student loan debt. Many young people today are told that a college education is the gateway, the opening to utopia in life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is not always true. According to an article in Business Insider by Leah Goldman, 15 of the richest people in the world do not have college degrees. That said, there are some basic steps that may assist in your decision. I think first, you need to evaluate, if you're a potential college student, what do you truly want to do in life? What would make you happy? What career would satisfy you? And is a college degree absolutely necessary? Investigate the earning potential of your projected career path. In many cases, there are options. And in many cases, your career path by going to college does not necessarily dictate the highest financial position. So look at multiple career fields and multiple career possibilities. And then also investigate the actual cost that you will incur if you attended a college or a university for what now is the average of 5 years for a bachelor's degree. In 2022, all costs, I mean by all costs, tuition, fees, room, board, books, and miscellaneous fees for a private college or a private university averages $60,000 a year. In 2022, all costs, the same tuition fees, room, board, books, and miscellaneous fees, for a public university in the United States averaged $25,000 to $30,000 per year. Now, those figures are real. And let's put the debt of attending college in reality. Here are some very real college loan repayment facts. $50,000 in student loan debt at 5.57% interest for 30 years is $292 a month. So if a student has only borrowed $50,000 for college, at 5.57% interest, they finance that debt over 30 years. Every month is $292. If that student's college loan debt is $80,000, that monthly repayment figure jumps to $467 a month. If their college debt repayment is $100,000, the figure is now $584 a month. And it's not unusual in this country to find students who have graduated and have a college loan debt of $120,000. And ladies and gentlemen, that repayment is $700 every month for 30 years. That is an enormous debt and an enormous financial burden to carry for 30 years. And I think it's also important to realize that that loan debt is going to be with you forever. It is never going to be forgiven. Even if you file for bankruptcy, it will not eliminate your student loan debt. It is forever. And failing to make student loan debt payments, as millions of young people are finding out, can lead to poor credit ratings. It can even lead to wages being garnished and other legal actions against you. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, college is fun, but you may pay an enormous cost for that enjoyment. So young people, if you're listening to me, realize that yes, college is enjoyable. Yes, those are happy years. Yes, you get to socialize with friends and go to football games and basketball and all of those good things. But you are paying enormously if you are borrowing money to do that. Now, unless you have parents that have a silver spoon to give you, both you and your parents need to investigate all of your options. Now, one option may be attending a junior college or a community college for 2 years. There you could work and pay as you go and complete those 2 years of education. Now, investigate and be sure that when you complete 2 years of a junior college or community college education, that those credits will transfer to a 4-year college or university that you would like to attend to complete your degree. Sometimes they do and sometimes they do not. But going to a 2-year college is a great option because you can walk away from those 2 years with college credits debt-free. Now, there are also hundreds of scholarships that go unclaimed every year and grants that go unclaimed every year. So investigate through your school counselors or through other resources the possibilities of applying for scholarships and grants. Be aware, too, that many times scholarships and grants are only given for 1 year. So you may come out, let's say, with a $5,000 scholarship. That looks good. It is a help. But at the end of the first year, that may disappear, and then you're stuck with the whole mother load of college expense. Some colleges and universities will assist a student with a work program where you might monitor a dormitory floor, or you may work in a cafeteria, or you may do something with an athletic program. And the university will, pay you so much a week for being a student working on campus. This is important that you just don't take the first offer, and Lee Guillaume spoke with you just in a recent episode about not accepting the first offer that is given you. Colleges and universities have money, and if you're a good student, they are willing to negotiate. So think about negotiating. They can do better. So keep that in mind. And do not get trapped or sucked into, ladies and gentlemen, please hear me on this. As I had mentioned earlier, I was a college athlete. I played football for a Division I university. But don't get sucked into the athletic trap. Realize that NCAA Divisions III schools do not give money for athletics. There are a lot of high school athletes in all sports. They get so excited, and the parents are so excited for their student athlete to go to college and play football or basketball or girls softball or something, that when that school, and perhaps a D3 school, says, we have $12,000 that we can give you toward your education. Oh my goodness, and you're going to play football at XYZ college or university, a Division III school, and you're going to get to play, and how great that'll be on a Saturday. Well, the problem is that school probably costs $60,000 to attend. So be careful that you don't just run to a school, especially a smaller D3 school, and there's nothing wrong with those schools at all. Many fine institutions are D3, but I'm just saying don't get caught in the athletic trap of thinking they're giving you money to come and play football or baseball or girls softball or soccer. No, no, no. Investigate if you're currently employed. Will your employer pay for parts or all of your college education? Many employers today do, and they have that program available. Another good option for a young person coming out of high school, what about the military option? Many times there are bonuses given up front, and there's definitely the GI Bill for college if you complete military service. Investigate. It's a good foundational start. And here is a unique program. Please investigate. This is unique. Overseas, there are 55 European colleges that accept U.S. students with very little to no cost for their education. Now that's amazing. 55 European universities that will accept U.S. students, no cost. Now, yes, there's the reality. You have transportation to get there, and you probably have lodging when you're there. But weigh the facts financially. That may be a very good option. I know a gentleman who's a surgeon, and he did some of his study in a university in New England, and then did his medical studies in Ireland. So there are options. But there's a bottom line. Do your homework. Don't just jump into the first college opportunity that comes down the line. The days of running off to college, having fun, getting a degree, and graduating with little to no debt are over. You could wind up paying for those experiences for decades. And keep in mind, the average post-secondary entry-level salary in America today in 2022 is only $28,000. Keep in mind that only 20% of all U.S. households in the United States have an annual income of $100,000 plus. That's a family income. Keep in mind that 66% of all U.S. wage earners in the United States today earn $41,000 a year. Now, tips for success. Regardless of college or no college, gain a relevant skill, gain experience, gain certification in a career field, receive training. These are all key points for employers and for higher salary benefits. Lastly, here's a fact to keep in mind. Out of every 10 high school students attending college, only 4 will end up with an associate or bachelor's degree by age 25. So, ladies and gentlemen, as a family working with their child or children, and as a student looking to go to college, please look at all of the career options available to you, and please sharpen your pencil and do the financial management work to know exactly what that college education might cost you. Further information is found in my book, How to Manage Personal Finances Made Easy and Avoiding the College Debt Trap. This is Robert Guillaume, and I thank you for listening to me today as we work to try to avoid a large college debt. Thank you for joining me on Your Money, Manage It. My book, How to Manage Personal Finances Made Easy and Avoiding the College Debt Trap, can be found on Amazon and the Bookshop. I will also include the link in the description of this episode. Find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and join me again next Monday. Thank you for listening.